YouTube. Cool. Restream on YouTube is telling me if I tell you Facebook people to go here, you can like put your name in or something. What is it going? There we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Fatima, Anthony, Issei Damed, Keminstag, Labnarch, Nadi Mohammed, Prince Asma, Asmalaf, Eunice, Jamal. What's up, everybody? Hey, we are live on Instagram and YouTube today. Hello from Paris, what is up? El Cotri, what's up? Hola, Bedye, what's up? Oh, my camera's out of focus here. Hey, everybody, we're gonna chat today. Sometimes people ask me, like, advice for beginners. If they were as a new programmer, and I was thinking, if I had to go back all the way and start over again, if I had to start all over again, like what would I do? What would I change? So I want to talk a little bit about that today. Yeah. What's up, Charbel? Crypto, what's up? Alex, do you recommend a 50-year-old to web development? I mean, sure, if that's what you want to do. There's still opportunities all over the board, One thing I will say, this probably sounds like super rude, but I work with a lot of people who are in their 50s learning to code. And a lot of times they struggle with their presentation skills, like personally. Like they've developed their habits already in life. And so one caveat I will say is just be really open-minded. If you're older and getting into code, like just let your other skills show. Don't be a weirdo. Be fresh. Be cool. I've watched some interviews some of my older students have done, and some of them are a little strange. So just try not to be quirky. Try to be excitable, fresh. That's my only advice. The skill doesn't matter. The age doesn't matter. Just make sure to leave any quirks that you may have developed over the years at the door. The older we get, myself included, the more habits we develop, good and bad. So how to register an indie game studio in EU. I saw you post that somewhere else earlier today. I have no idea. I am not the person to ask. I am not in the EU, and the EU is so different. I went to Belgium once, and it was so different from the United States. So not able to achieve my goals. Any advice? Well, what goals are you trying to hit? Hey, what's up, Nick? What's up, Blankenstein? What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to talk about how to get started from ground zero. Like me, myself, if I had to go back and start everything over after 15 years of programming, what would I do? And I've done a lot of things. So I have built games. I have built iPhone apps. I've built Android apps. I've built websites. I've built back-end websites. I've done consulting and freelancing. I've done indie games. I've run multiple companies. I try to make millions of dollars on the App Store. And I've run other types of businesses and worked for companies. And of course, now I run DevSlopes and I work with developers from all over the world. So I've done a lot of things in the world of code. And if I could go back, the very first thing I would do is, what would I do if I could go all the way back to starting programming? I would, I'm an entrepreneur type of mindset, so I would pick my path getting started. I know a lot of times you guys don't have that path, but I would pick a path. Instead of exploring and playing around, I would pick a path first, and then I would just commit to it. I would have moved way faster if I would have just picked a path. And what I mean by path is, okay, I'm going to be a web developer or whatever, and I'm going to build this and this so I can build my product, so I can build this. And I would have drawn out a complete path to success instead of just fiddling around so much. I find, and it's the same thing with a lot of my students, they fiddle around, or in the past they fiddled around, and that fiddling ends up lasting for 4 years, and they still don't have the job, they're still not making money, they're still not making progress. So I definitely would, first off, I would pick a path. The second thing I would do is I would stopped trying to, I would have stopped trying to chase the money as much, and instead just focus on building a product, a software product, and just making it really amazing and not worrying about timelines or deadlines and things like that. I think I would have done that as well too. Now, let me ask some of these questions here. What's up, everybody who's coming in? Gage, Shadot, Nash, Simul, Love. How to parse in-memory repository, SQLite repository, C#. What are you asking me? What kind of madness are you asking me? Hi, I'm a full stack developer, and I know front and back end. Do I need to know Nginx, SSL security, so web applications as a service, working for companies? Matej, it just depends what you want to do. It really just depends what you want to do. I have used Nginx in the past to launch our own services and websites. I try to use services now though, like Netlify and Vercel. That makes life a lot easier. SSL and security, there's lots of services that manage that for you. So if a client is requesting Ubuntu servers, you're going to have to learn all that stuff, and it's a huge pain. But I recommend using hosted solutions if you can, because it's way easier to manage as an individual. What's a good website for tech job postings outside of LinkedIn, Indeed, etc.? Well, I mean, LinkedIn's great. Indeed is great. Stack Overflow has job posts on it from time to time. Look in your local big cities, though. They often have here in Austin, we have like a tech newsletter in Austin with a bunch of companies where they post jobs and stuff like that. So look in your local cities too. Even Google, just search on Google. It'll query lots of results. I loved your book. Will you launch a book for advanced iOS developers? I don't know. Good question. I don't have any plans on that. Thanks, though. Tell me about front-end development future. There's a future in everything. It's fine. HTML, CSS, JavaScript aren't going anywhere. We're making it better, but it's not going anywhere. There's plenty of things to do in it. It's not going anywhere. Everything's still there. Native apps are going to be around. Cross-platform is going to be around. Progressive web apps are growing, but they're not going to replace anything. So long as Apple and Google are, billion or trillion dollar corporations, we're going to have native apps, and progressive web apps are not going to take over the world. Yeah. My interests are web development, iOS development, and Android. Which should I start with? Well, pick one. Which one do you like most? Build an iPhone app. Well, if you have a Mac, you can learn iPhone apps. If you don't have a Mac, you can just cross that one off the list. But you should play around and see what you like most. Build a couple things, then pick a path. What would you start with as a beginner programmer, web development? So it depends on your personality. I'm an entrepreneur myself. That's my personality. So if I was going back to the beginning, I would, instead of really focusing on iOS like I did in the past, I would totally focus on web. Because I can build the APIs in JavaScript, the front end in JavaScript, and I can build the mobile apps in JavaScript. I can create an amazing experience that covers all of my needs, all with JavaScript, because I'm an entrepreneur. I like building things, and that's where my focus would be. And then maybe I would do freelancing and do some projects like that where I get really good at making templates and things that I could sell for like $10,000 or $20,000. So that's what I would do. That may not be your personality. A lot of people like engineering. They really like the code. I code so I can build things. Some people like solving problems, and that's why they are into code. And if that's you, JavaScript's probably not the best solution because JavaScript's an ugly language. You could do some really amazing, if you care about engineering and stuff, man, you could learn the Go programming language, get really good with blockchain, and there's huge opportunities there too. So I would pick web development because it allows me to hit my goals, but I know so many developers who are like, Mark, you're just a scumbag scammer. All you care about is money and business. And it's like, well, it's true. I'm not a scammer, but I do care about business, and business generates revenue, and that's why I'm into code. So that's my reason. What's your reason? Follow your reason. Let's see. Thoughts on building web platform for a lot of traffic and making it free for all users and making money with ads on a website. That's one way to do it. Really, the only businesses that succeed with that are like editorial content publishing businesses. So I think there's way better business strategies than that. Unless your product is like free, like, you know, Webtoons or whatever, and you know, you get millions and millions of followers. It just depends on what you want to do. Just keep in mind that traffic takes a long time, right? I could make much more money with 5 customers at a premium price than spending 6 years trying to get 5 million views, you know, my website. See, like a lot of people, like they're like, I'm going to build up my YouTube and I'm going to make lots of money. Check this out. YouTube, we only have almost 100,000 subscribers. Like, we get paid like $1,000 a month from YouTube. That's nothing for running a business. But we use YouTube as lead generation, right? So we turn YouTube viewers and subscribers into students, you know, and that fuels our business, makes many thousands of dollars, like, you know, 20 times more than YouTube does, right? So in terms of business, you have to ask yourself, like, what do you want to do the most? Like, what's your core business model? And then build something around it. I would never build my business model around YouTube, for instance, because I would need, you know, about 6 million subscribers to be able to make the kind of money that I want to make. And 6 million subscribers would mean an insane amount of content that I'm doing for years without getting paid for. It would take way too long. So it just depends on your business model. What's up, Pipkin David? What's up, everybody? Danny. Okay, programming languages are just tools. Don't focus so much on what language to learn, but more what project or ideal. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Focus on what you want to do, your path, pick your path, and then the languages and all the tools fall inside of it. I promise you, you'll have way more success doing something you're passionate about than doing something that you don't care about and just learning popular programming languages. And that's, by the way, Simulov, that's what I teach. I have a video called Why You Should Not Learn Python. It's kind of clickbaity, and it has a lot of downvotes, but also has a lot of votes too. And the premise of that video is, like, you know, pick a path. Don't just learn stuff. Pick a path and then learn something. Just because Python's the most popular or JavaScript's the most popular, don't learn it. Pick a path, and then the tech stack falls into place. What to learn after learning Swift? I plan to get a job after learning Swift and learning Flutter for freelancing. I mean, if you know Swift, go get a job first. Get a job right away. Now, if you have a job and you're making money, you may want to learn back-end development so you can build full stack applications. But you have lots of options. Flutter would be great for freelancing, but you can do Swift for freelancing too. I think you'll make more money and have better success knowing back-end in Swift, because then you can build an entire application, not just the front end. I don't seem to understand programming. I'm 17, I don't know if coding's for me. Well, just do some tutorials and see if you like it. Will you teach about funnels and web dev? David, I wish. Like, I so badly want to teach a course on funnels and internet marketing that I just am never getting around to it. Blah. All right, let's go back over here to YouTube here. Should I make a capstone project in Swift UI or UI Kit? What would employers prefer? So employers are going to prefer UI Kit. Now, I told, what's his name? I told Jody, you know, you may want to build it in UI Kit because of employers, but he was so passionate about Swift UI, he built his in Swift UI. By the way, Rick, a chat with Jody sometime if you want inspiration. His code is killer. He can get any job that he wants. He's so dang good. He's just crushed the DevSlopes Academy. But the employers are definitely going to want UI Kit. Swift UI is just still brand new. What's the fastest way to learn coding, and what's the best language for game development? The fastest way to learn programming, the absolute fastest way, is to have a project, a passion project, something where the project's completely defined and you build it. It is the fastest way to learn because it forces you to find the tools to solve the problem versus just watching videos. That's just rote memorization. The fastest way is to build a project. It will internalize and stick with you. I cannot stress that enough. What's the best language for game development? It just depends what kind of games you want to make. At the end of the day, do you want a job or do you want to make your own indie games? You know, if you want to make your own indie games, C# and Unity is a great option. Yeah. What do you think about decentralized apps or technologies built upon blockchains in general? Man, you're saying all the right things today. I love that stuff. Man, I want to spend more time doing that kind of stuff. I wish that was the future. Decentralized everything. I'm sick of the censorship. I'm sick of the big companies running everything. You know, even like on Facebook's open source policies for React. You know, they had policies in there where if they didn't agree with your business, they could shut you down just for using React. Like, it's scary stuff. Decentralization is awesome, and I'd love to see more of it. And there's huge opportunities in blockchain right now. So, yep. You are Mike, right? Nope, Mark. But nice try. Hey, y'all, Canvas is down right now, and I'm gonna do my work. Yo, what's up, everybody? Hello from Irvine, California. Hey, what's up? Been there, done that. I like your channel. Got lots of useful advice. Thanks. Yeah. React or Angular. Whatever one you want. Angular does everything. It manages your services, your components, everything. React just manages your views. You have to do a lot more extra things to make React do what Angular does. But React is the most popular. It's very fast too. In fact, Medhi, right now, Jason, our full stack developer here, he's right now he's recording a video on Angular versus React, but he's actually building an app in both, the same app in both, seeing how long they both take, which one's faster, which one's better, which one requires more work, which one has better documentation. So that'll be up here pretty soon, this week. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Oh. What else? What else we're going to talk about today, everyone? So I was talking about if I had to start over from scratch, I would pick a path and then I would learn whatever I needed for that. And it'd probably be web development because I'm an entrepreneur and I can do a lot of things with web development. As an iPhone developer, all you can do is build the front end app, right? The client app. As an Android developer, all you can do is build the client app. But as we all know, standalone apps don't really mean anything, right? Think about Tinder. Yes, the app, you can swipe and make matches and stuff, but all that data is sent to a server. If you don't have a server, you don't have an app. So just something to keep in mind. What's your physical health and mental health routine? Sure, that's a good one. I didn't used to have one. A few years ago at DevSlopes, I was working 60-hour weeks and I was just killing myself and I was miserable. I would code, I would build the business, I would come up with a payroll for the employees. It was really stressful. But now what I do is I breathe more and I think more. So every day I go to bed early, about 8:30 to 9 p.m. maximum. I get up at 4 or 5 a.m. Why do I get up so early? It's because I need my alone time. There's no kids, there's nothing around at 4 or 5 in the morning, and I wake up naturally. Okay. Then what I do is I study scriptures. Okay. I study scriptures. Then I meditate and ponder. I pray. I get my head clear for the day. This is my routine every day. I'm just telling you how it is. After that, I write. I write fiction for Mark Wahlbeck, my personal book brand. I write in my books for an hour. After that, I get my Apple Fitness on the iPad and I put it on the floor and I bring in my dumbbells and I work out for 20 to 30 minutes with Apple Fitness. After that, I eat and then I go to work. Usually around 12 p.m. I go home and eat. My home's right around the office. And then I typically take a nap for about 30 to 45 minutes. Typically, at least 3 days a week. And then I come back here to the office, finish up some things, and I do these live streams. And yeah, that's what I do every single day. I slowed my pace down a lot, and I make time for creative things, and I shut things down. So before at DevSlopes, I would just work. And same with programming. I would just work and code into the night. I always had to do more. Now, no matter what, when I go home, I don't do anything with code or work. Oh, that's not true. Whenever people are messaging me on WhatsApp or like when new leads come in, people want to know information about DevSlopes Academy, I always respond regardless of what time of day it is, so long as I'm awake. But I'm actually sending voice and video messages at 4 a.m. to people sometimes. But outside of that, I don't do any work. How to study Apple documentation? Yeah, it's not the best. Sorry, I don't have any advice for you there. Picking up coding and building new career paths forward, horrible idea. No, Josh, just be committed, man. Just be committed. I help people at all ages. Just be committed. Put the time and put the effort in. just know it's going to take 6 to 8 months if you do it like 2 to 3 hours a day. Just be committed to the code, to everything. Don't look back and you'll be fine. You'll get a job fast. You'll have success. It's not too late at all. You can learn so fast. I'm 44 and just started. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. How do you like using Apple Watch? I hate Apple Watch. I hate this thing. I hate it with all of my heart. I hate it. I hate when I'm coding, it rubs against the keyboard. I hate how it pings me to breathe. I hate how it monitors my heart rate. I hate how it pings me with notifications. I hate everything about this stupid device. I hate it with all my heart. The only reason I wear it is when I do the Apple Fitness so I can track my calories for the day, so I can close the ring. Clearly I'm using the wrong device. I need some Nike Fitbit or something. I hate this thing. This is a $600 piece of junk. I think it's the stupidest invention ever made. I hate it. I hate it. 1-star review, apple.com. It's a piece of junk. Anyway, all it does is distract you from life. In fact, this is the first time I've worn it in a week because I just hated it so badly. I was like, I'm done. But I wanted to see how many calories I burned in my last workout. I just need a Nike Fitbit or something. I hate this thing. Did I say that enough? How to get rid of alcohol? It's tough to get social. I can't give you advice there. Like I quit caffeine and that was a hard thing. Just gotta find healthy things to do with your time. Yeah, he got rid of his watch and it's great. Yeah. What else keeps you going to use the Apple Watch? Nothing. Just the calorie counting. Replace with AP. I don't know what AP is. When you say AP, it makes me think of like RPG, like armor points or something, armor power. Jason, how long do you think it takes to understand code to write it on your own? It just keep in mind, it's a progression, right? So, you're always taking steps. Like there's no, I finally did it or I finally got it, right? There's always something new. So that's the wrong question to ask. Just spend 6 to 8 months and you'll have enough skills to get a job. What age did I start? I started professionally, like seriously doing this in 2007, which means I was 21 years old. Does Java get better programming foundation better than any other language since it's OOP? No. There's lots of object-oriented languages. No. What's some of your favorite workouts on Apple Fitness? So my favorite is the workouts with Greg. He does all compound weight movements. I don't like the high intensity training. I don't like moving fast. I don't like yoga. I don't like running. I don't like bicycling. I just like lifting the weights. So I do everything I do is with Greg. He's the bald guy. Ice water instead of caffeine, yeah. I should do ice water. That'd be good. I've been trying Topo Chicos a lot lately. Yeah. By the way, everybody, make sure to if you want to actually check this out here. I've got this new thing on our website. Is it live? It is live. Check this out on my website here. I'll show it to you. Chrome tab, DevSlopes. So I implemented this new thing today as a test. Basically, it's an interactive video. So if you go to devslopes.com, you can go through an interactive video here where you can ask questions and you can actually send me a video back and I can respond to you with video. It's pretty cool. It's called Video Ask, but check it out on devslopes.com. I've got this new interactive video where we can send video messages to each other, which is kind of cool. And if you want me to coach you, personally in programming, help you get a job, become a paid developer this year, join the DevSlopes Academy. You can apply now. I'll put the link here, devslopes.com/apply. You can, I'll put it on here too. Hey, what's up, Andre? If you want me to personally work with you at the DevSlopes Academy, go to devslopes.com/apply. Here's a perfect example. A student asked for help today with their resume. So I looked at her resume and I gave her a 7-minute video feedback review on what to change and what looked good and what to fix. Imagine having someone like me looking at your resume helping you apply for the job. When you have a job interview and a coding challenge and you show me the challenge, I can give you advice on it. I can give you advice on all of this stuff. All you have to do is apply for DevSlopes Academy. You can work with me one-on-one until you have a job. Guaranteed success. I will continue to work with you. You never get kicked out. Yeah. Let's see. The future of Swift. Swift is going to be around forever. Apple's not going anywhere. The Nike Fuel Band was the precursor to Apple Watch. I think Nike discontinued when the Apple Watch came out. Yeah, I used to have the Nike Fuel Band. I remember that. I need something else, so I hate the Apple Watch. Best path for newbie interested in eventually using AI for economic investing decisions? I don't know. Just be good with math and statistics. Learn some Python, but math is more important than Python. I want to build commercial websites. What should I do? Oh, e-commerce. WordPress might be a good path for you. WooCommerce, you can actually build e-commerce templates and things like that, and you can sell it to clients for a lot of money, like $10,000. That's kind of cool. Which is better for a beginner job or freelancing? It depends on your personality. But one thing I do have to say is it's a lot easier to get a full-time job if you have freelance projects on your resume. It is. So start with freelance, get a full-time job after. How to know what people would pay for subscription on my web platform that I'm building. Also wonder how to monetize and get traffic for fitness people. Matej, I highly recommend you go look up ClickFunnels, you look up Russell Brunson, you see what they're doing over there, look into high ticket training, look into all kinds of stuff like that. You may find some really amazing information. So if it's subscription, it's typically a lower price, but you continue to pump out content. Just keep in mind, a software as a service model or subscription model requires constant content. People need to feel like they're getting lots of new value. That's one thing to keep in mind. And your price point, you test everything. You just test everything under the sun. That's what I did with DevSlopes Academy. I tested every single price under the sun versus value versus cost. We lost some times, and I finally figured it out. It took over 6 months to figure it out. It's not magic. It takes lots of skills, lots of trial and error, so lots of pain. But it's fun. It's all fun. What days and times are these lives again? I do them Monday through Friday at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. That's 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a terrible time, but it's good for me because I'm not doing anything usually and I need a break. What do you think about developing for the Shopify platform? There's lots of opportunities there too. I have a freelance podcast, I have a podcast where I talk about freelancing, also YouTube, and I did an interview with Kelly Vaughn. Kelly actually runs a Shopify development studio, and she makes a ton of money doing that. So all she does is Shopify development, and she does pre-built template packages as well as custom development. She makes tons of money doing that. Huge opportunities there making apps. What are common mistakes people make when finding dev jobs? Not applying, Rick. How many jobs have you applied for, Rick? How many? I'd like to know. Put it right here in the chat. I'm going to put you to the test. How many jobs have you applied for? I'll tell you if you're making a mistake right there. Might you make one in the morning? No. Probably. Oh, make a day in the life morning tonight on Instagram, YouTube. That'd be kind of fun. I would like to do more of those, but I don't have time. I'm not in a position to hire somebody yet either to make lots of YouTube videos, but I would like to do longer content YouTube videos like day in the life of. It's just a lot of work. It's an insane amount of work to make those kind of videos. So I find it tough learning Swift. Yeah, learning to code's tough all the way around. Don't feel bad. You'll get it. Everything's hard. Have you worked with any startups we may know of or any yourself through the entire VC route? I worked for multiple startups, but I don't know if they went anywhere. I'm trying to think of which ones I worked for. Nothing great comes to mind. There was one startup that they gave me a job offer. It was in San Francisco. It was for this new email-based service, some new revolutionary email-based service, and they offered me the job, but then I decided not against it because I didn't want to move back to the Bay Area. And I didn't think the idea was that great anyway. It's like, oh, who needs another email app? And then literally like 6 months later, they were acquired for like $50 million. I was like, well, that sucks. How much does your coaching cost? You can apply and get all that pricing information. It's as low as $8 a day. Um, Zero, Rick. Zero jobs applied for. Trying to master networking before I apply. Okay. All right. All right. You should still apply. I think you're probably close to being ready here. Are you familiar with any good CMSs that are easy for clients to use? Yeah, absolutely. For React, use Contentful. Contentful. It's amazing. We'll be using that at DevSlopes pretty soon here. Is DevSlopes run entirely just by you? Well, I run the show, but we have a team. So we've got Nathan, who's our student success manager. We've got another Nathan, who's our iOS instructor. We've got Jason, who's our web instructor and full stack developer. We've got Alan, who is our Android instructor and trainer. And we've got Andre, who's our super student who does a lot of things for us. We've got an accountant and other people along those lines. But yeah, it's a small, scrappy team right now. But it means you get attention, which is cool. How to get rid of fear of learning Swift, fear of coding. Just code, man. Don't worry about it. Stop thinking. Just stop thinking. Just code and stop thinking. You'll get there, I promise. Just stop thinking about it. Just keep coding. You'll get it. Everyone struggles. Everyone says, oh, I can't do this. My brain's not good enough. I'll never get it. You'll get it just fine. Just stop thinking. When you think is the right time to jump from learning to real work, I recommend people do real work as soon as possible. Build projects, and then once you've got, once you can start working with APIs and web services, like downloading JSON, you should start applying for jobs and projects. So, can I get a job if I know one language only? I think that's maybe not the right question, but you should learn a tech stack and a path. It's not about the language, it's about the path. Do you want to build web apps? Do you want to build backends? Do you want to build mobile apps? Pick the path and then learn what you need to learn for that. Reasonable path, front end, JS, React, Redux. Yeah, you can get a job doing that stuff. That's great. Cybersecurity bootcamp or full stack bootcamp, easy to get a job after. I know there are a lot of moving parts. So there's multiple layers of cybersecurity. Some cybersecurity goes at the more IT layer where you're setting up firewalls and things like that. Those jobs will pay less. Then there's cybersecurity at the programming, hacker layer, white hat hacking, things like that, where you can make 250 grand a year doing that kind of stuff. The path is a lot harder though, you've got to know your stuff. It's real. I mean, you're working with assembly. You're doing a lot of crazy things with cybersecurity at that level. So there's huge opportunities in there. If you learn that stuff, you'll get a job guaranteed. You'll definitely move faster and get a job quicker with web development, but cybersecurity could pay off longer in the end run. But you should do what you're most passionate about. I just want to say thank you for the advice. Have a great day. Yeah, thanks for showing up. All right, everybody. I'm running out of time here, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But if you want to be coached by me at DevSlopes or for iOS or for Android or web development, go to devslopes.com/apply, and we'll work with you one-on-one until you get a job, guaranteed, until you get paid projects. Once you're in the club, you're in the club. So devslopes.com/apply, and I'll see everyone here tomorrow, okay?